Today on CCX News, population signs. They are a-changin'. What new population estimates say about our area's growth. The northwest suburbs are expected to get a lot bigger, according to new population estimates. The Met Council says our area is expected to grow by tens of thousands of people by the year 2050. Taking a closer look, Maple Grove is expected to grow the most by nearly 20,000 people, followed by Brooklyn Park with more than 17,000 additional people. Plymouth is expected to gain more than 10,000 new residents. Add that to projected gains of the 6 other cities in our coverage area, and that's 60,000 more people, larger than the current population of the city of Minnetonka. The Met Council projections look at economic activity and employment, plus real estate data and land use plans to come up with the estimates. Meanwhile, a New Hope nonprofit says it's been locked out of one of its federal grants. The food group works to support hunger relief in Minnesota and Wisconsin. It provides food to more than 200 food shelves in the Twin Cities region. One of its programs helps teach farmers to grow fresh produce. Officials at the food group say the program is supposed to be reimbursed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, but the USDA says their account has been suspended. This came after the president ordered a funding freeze in late January. That freeze was rescinded, but the food group still can't get their money.
So the whole thing is just, it really is wild and something we've never seen before. Federal grants for an organization like ours, they're some of our kind of steadiest grants.
The food group says they will be able to keep the program going for now, but says it's struggling to plan for the future. The city of Brooklyn Park is responding to concerns about the city's role in potential federal immigration action.
Brooklyn Park is not proactively going after people over immigration status in any way, shape, or form through our police department, our civil services departments, our DMV, any of that. Just to clarify, That's not happening here in Brooklyn Park.
Yeah, Mayor Winston, Councilmember McGarvey, members of council, I think that's absolutely correct.
The Brooklyn Park City Council adopted a formal citywide policy on immigration enforcement, similar to the policy the police department already has in place. Under the policy, police only inquire about someone's immigration status if that person committed a violent crime or other significant offenses. The city stresses it's not the role of city police to conduct immigration enforcement. City Manager Jay Strobel says there's good reason for that.
Our concern is that if people are hesitant to call 911, then it could perpetuate a situation where it makes them targets of potential violent crime.
Strobel says the city continues to follow federal guidelines on immigration and is not doing anything different than it did before. The last retail building tied to the former Brookdale Mall has a new owner. Brooklyn Center city officials confirmed the old Sears building was sold to developer Scannell Properties. The former owner says the sale went through late last month. Real estate certificates don't show what the property sold for, but tax records show it was assessed at $4 million. City officials told CCX News that Scannell is looking at options to redevelop the site. The Sears store closed in 2018 and has sat vacant ever since. The Super Bowl may have just concluded, but local flower shops are now getting ready for their Super Bowl. We visited a local florist to see how they're prepping for Valentine's Day. There are a few things in life that convey emotion as well as flowers. Just ask Anna Donato Gani, who's been in the floral business for 36 years.
Science will tell you that you feel better and you remember the gift of flowers.
This is a week when people create a lot of those memories, whether it's Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, or, hey, you don't have a significant other, so here's some Flowers Day. The 14th of February is big business.
People just like to treat each other and feel good about this holiday.
Staff members at Donato's Floral in Maple Grove are busy this week doing prep work for the onslaught of orders and walk-ins coming their way. Stacks of flowers are coming in from places like California and South America, and it's their job to create beautiful arrangements for their loyal customers.
It's just going to be a fun week. It's not going to be hard. I mean, it might be a little stressful, but we can do it.
With frigid temperatures in the forecast this week,
We just roll up the newspaper to make sure it's snug in there, doesn't move.
employees like Christina Parker are taking special care to double wrap the arrangements using a paper bag and plastic wrap before they're sent out to protect them from Old Man Winter.
We've got like 100 or so orders, so we're going to be back here constantly.
After all, if you're spending good money on flowers, you don't want to expose them to the elements.
No flowers should ever be exposed in this weather. It's just like frostbite, but it happens quicker with flowers because they're moist.
It's the kind of service that Donato Gani says you're not likely to get from an online floral retailer, which is why her plea to folks is to shop local. Donato Gani says that while Valentine's Day is certainly busy, nothing beats May. That's when they encounter the trifecta of Mother's Day, prom, and bridal showers. The Minneapolis nonprofit Positive Image is hosting its 14th annual Father-Daughter Dance in Brooklyn Center this Valentine's Day weekend. With the price of a ticket, father-daughter duos get a chance to dress up, enjoy food and music, and strengthen their relationship. Positive Image Executive Director Terry Austin says it's all about cultivating family.
There's so many great fathers that don't get the opportunity to actually have a moment with just them and their daughters. This is a great opportunity to showcase positive parenting, to showcase community, to showcase family.
It's for girls 5 and up. As for the dads, this applies to any father figure, grandfather, stepfather, or family friends. The event goes from 4 until 8 on Sunday, February 16th at the Heritage Center. Austin asks that the father-daughter duos buy their tickets by Friday.